programme celebrating Chinese New Year here in the capital. Xingyuan Kuai Le, Happy New Year. I'm Alicia Edwards, and over the next hour we're going to be bringing you all the best moments from here in Charing Cross Road at the parade, as well as Trafalgar Square and Chinatown, celebrating the Year of the Rat and the biggest celebration outside of Asia.
The annual celebration here in central London began in the 1970s. Starting off as a small community gathering in Chinatown, it grew and moved to Leicester Square. From 2003 until today, it's been here in Trafalgar Square. While in previous years, people have braved the rain and even snow to come together and share in the celebrations. The festivities have now become the largest of their kind outside of Asia, attracting hundreds of thousands of people to the capital every year.
2020 has brought in the Year of the Rat, which signifies fertility because of its large number of offspring.
A person born in the Year of the Rat is thought to be clever, optimistic and liked by all. Well, if you're wondering if this might be your year, your zodiac animal will be the rat if you were born in 1924, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 2008 and of course this year 2020. Don't celebrate just yet though. According to Chinese astrology, the year of your birth sign is believed to be one of the most unlucky times. Some of the well-known Londoners who were born in the Year of the Rat who might want to be wary this year are Idris Elba, Jonathan Ross, Colin Firth, Tilda Swinton and Prince Harry.
The day here begins with the parade, which winds its way up Charing Cross Road and ends in Chinatown, marking the start of the celebrations here in the capital. Dozens of teams of acrobats, musicians and dancers have been taking part in the procession, with handcrafted floats whirling their way along the route. Many of these have been gifted to London by the Republic of China itself.
Today there's such a massive community of Chinese people in London that it's literally such a great day for everyone in the Chinese community to come together and celebrate this lovely day. We are from London Chinese Dance School, so we are performing later and we're wearing a traditional Mongolian outfit.
We are Chinese community is really big, yeah, and we are Chinese people is very close, and we are traditional Chinese New Year. We very happy and a special day for us. That's why the old group can be together to celebrate. This is a Chinese drama dance. Is from drama dance from Ansai Chinese. You know, is Xi Jinping and our Prime Minister is hometown is a traditional Chinese dance, like drama dance is a very old traditional one. It's many, roughly 1,000 years ago.
Now, the food is a huge part of the day here in central London, and Chinatown, as well as here in Trafalgar Square, is full of the smells of traditional cuisine, and of course we had to take a look. Can you tell me what you're making here?
We're making stir-fry noodles here. This one's a vegetable one. We also serve one with chicken. We do a variety of barbecued meat, pork and chicken. We've got some spring rolls here, some chips, curry chips. We've also got some sweet and sour sauce to put on top of the noodles, if that's what you like. Yeah.
Lots of options for people. What's the most popular dish, do you find?
We find that the barbecue is the most popular dish. I think it's where the smoke and the smell comes from. Obviously the noodles and stuff is a good option for the vegetarians, so that's why we like to include it. Spring rolls again. We like to keep a variety so we can provide food for everyone.
What dish do you find the best to kind of produce for lots of people at an event like this?
To us, really, it doesn't make a difference. You know, we've been doing it for so long. You know, we're very well prepared, very well equipped, so we're ready to serve thousands of people.
Now, marking the start of the celebrations on the stage, the traditional eye-dotting ceremony has taken place. It symbolises awakening the spirit of the animal before it begins to dance. Dignitaries from both London and China come together for this part of the day, symbolising unity between the two cultures.
1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, and the lion shall be awakened.
Bit by bit. Sanger, sanger. Time for a quick break now, but don't go anywhere because in just a few moments we'll be back with more of the performances from here at Trafalgar Square. Welcome back to London Live's Chinese New Year special. Now I'm here backstage where all of the singers and performances are coming to relax after they've been on the stage. Now music is a huge part of the day here in Trafalgar Square, ranging from choirs to DJs. Let's just take a quick look at some of the performances. stage. Here with me now from the London Chinese Chinatown Association is Lawrence Lee. Thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure.
How have you been finding the day so far?
Was fantastic. As you can see, there's look at the crowd. It's all jam-packed in Trafalgar Square. They all join us in the celebration of this year's Chinese New Year. So it's a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere.
The Year of the Rat. What can you tell us about that? What's that meant to mean?
The Year of the Rat is actually very vibrant and also lots of opportunities and lots of wealth. So it should be a good year.
Absolutely, I'm sure it will be. And what are you looking forward to about the afternoon of performances?
Well, so far, as you can see, we have seen the lion dance on the pole, which is spectacular. And then also there are lots of other acts, all the way from Hong Kong, from China, and also local artists. They've been very, very good. And we have some very, very talented local artists joining us this afternoon.
And this is one of the biggest celebrations outside of Asia. How has it grown to be so huge?
When we first started, we were only having a small stage in Chinatown. Then we moved to Leicester Square, and then from 2002, then we moved to Trafalgar Square, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And a lot of foreign tourists, you see, they actually sort of email us 6 months in advance, ask about the date. So lots of them actually from overseas, especially come over to join us in London. Also, the fact that a lot of Chinese students used to go back to China to be with their family. Now they bring their families along, to join us in the celebration because it's one of the best outside China. It's the biggest outside China.
And why do you think it is that London lends itself so well to a celebration like this?
Well, as you can see, London is best for shopping, for food. People are fantastic, very welcoming. And so they find that coming to London to celebrate and spend the time in London for the Chinese New Year is worthwhile.
Yeah, and we can see so many people of all different age ranges here today. Why is it important to see a diverse number of Londoners?
Yes, basically, you see, in Chinese New Year we have the family. It's a family occasion, so lots of people bringing their children, bring their grandchildren, and then they want to actually celebrate the Chinese New Year together. So that's why they bring them all together into Chinatown. There are lots of good food, as you know, in Chinatown. So it's worthwhile to come over to visit us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lawrence Lee there. Let's take a look now at some of the other performances happening on the stage this afternoon.
I've been here to help celebrate Chinese New Year on behalf of the Mayor of London, and I opened by just saying how much we welcome our London British Chinese community and how amazing it is to be at this wonderful event today.
You're of course part of the eye dotting ceremony this morning. What was that like?
That was really exciting. I was terribly nervous before I started, but it's a massive honour to be asked to be able to do something like that. They were very instructing. They told me exactly what to do, and I think it's a really significant and important way of opening the lion dance ceremony.
You spoke a little bit in your speech about the contribution of the Chinese community to the capital. How big is that?
It's an enormous contribution that they make. We have a real important set of links with China through business, and also we have so many students who come over from China every year to study in our 45 universities. But also London Chinatown itself, it's world renowned for its cuisine, for its businesses, for its fashion, and I know that all of that together just demonstrates the significant contribution that Chinese in London make to our city.
Yeah, and with Brexit, of course, coming up, how important will China be when it comes to future trade deals?
I think it will be significantly important. It's already a very important partner in terms of trade deals. I know with Brexit there are a number of different trade deals we will have to make on behalf of London and across the UK, but they are a significant partner of ours. We will continue to have really fruitful relationships with China, but also supporting the British Chinese here in London, who just make such a significant contribution to our city.
And what is it for you that makes this event so special?
I think it's just the vibrancy of it. It's one of the biggest Chinese New Year celebrations outside of Asia. It's also one of our biggest outdoor cultural events, and I think it's significant because it's not something which is just open to Chinese here in London and across the UK, but it's something that everyone from all backgrounds, they come to London to participate in it, and I think it really demonstrates our real diversity and also that London is just open.
Okay, so I'm joined now by Robin, who's one of the presenters on the stage here. Thank you so much for chatting to us, Robin. How's it been going so far?
It's been really good. I mean, we're blessed by really amazing weather today. The team is very prepared, and we have lots of very exciting programs from Guizhou. We have some of the we even have a British-born but singing Mandarin song for us later. So lots of very diverse, different programs coming with us, and not just in Trafalgar Square. We have programs at Shaftesbury Avenue, Charing Cross, and Leicester Square, and we just finished a parade this morning. Everything is going in plan, and yeah, we're really, really excited, and thanks to the good weather so far.
You've been involved in this for 3 years now. Why do you want to come back year after year to do this?
I mean, Chinese New Year celebrations in London is one of the biggest Chinese event in the UK, and it's also one of the biggest Chinese New Year celebrations outside of Asia. So it's very exciting, and what I like the most is about when all the volunteers come together and we work together to create this once a year important festive. It's very exciting, and I mean, it's also a way to cure my homesickness, I guess. You know, you get once a year, you see performances that relates to you so closely, and you get to see it on such a significant public space in the UK. So I thought that was very heartwarming, I would say, yeah.
You talk about, you know, the feeling of homesickness and this feeling like everybody coming together. What's it like moving to a city like London?
it's very welcoming, I would say. It's like I say again, it's a very diverse and it's multicultural. So when I'm introducing my culture to London, I'm not just introducing to one type of British people. I'm also introducing to different immigrants who migrated like us to UK or to London. It could be someone from India, someone from Korea, Japan, Australia, wherever you're from, come together. So I think in order for me to articulate clearly my culture, it makes me understand myself a bit more in a different way. Previously, at home, everyone seems to take for granted your culture. Everyone take for granted of the good food, of the spectacular lion dance. But now, there's a chance for me to articulate it, whether it's through visual or through me as a host. I think that process teaches me a lot and makes me understand myself a lot better.
Robin, thank you so much. I'll let you get back onto the stage to continue presenting this afternoon. We'll leave you now with a few more performances. I'm here now with Mandy, who's just come off the stage performing with the UK China Performing Arts Dance Group. Thank you so much for coming to chat to us.
It's my pleasure, actually.
And so you were one of part of a big group of dancers. Yeah. What was it like going out on stage all together and celebrating?
Yeah, and we are wearing this traditional Chinese clothes, so it's qipao, and we're also doing a really famous Chinese dance piece. It's called Yu Guangqu. Yeah.
How long were you rehearsing for this performance?
We have been doing this for almost 3 months. Yeah, we started at September. Yeah.
And how similar are the traditions and the way that we celebrate here compared with celebrating in China?
I think it's like kind of the same, because we also do these like shows to celebrating Chinese New Year in China. Yeah.
And what was it like for you performing on a stage as iconic as this, overlooking, Trafalgar Square?
I mean, it's really amazing. Yeah, I quite enjoy like the scenery, but like when I'm on the stage, the first thing is always concentrate on my piece. I have to finish it. Yeah.
What's it been like for you to be part of this dance group?
Actually, it's quite amazing. I'm the youngest in the group, so I got really like a lot of patience and care from the other group members. So it's really nice. Yeah.
I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul who snaps my control. Such a funny thing, but every time I'm near you, I never can behave. You give me a smile and I'm wrapped up in your magic. Music all around me, crazy music, music that keeps calling me.
And you are currently on The Voice. How has that been going? You're in Ollie Mers's team.
Yeah, it was on the 18th on Saturday. Yeah, someone turned, became the first Chinese person to get through. Really excited. I want to try and win it.
Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
What was that feeling like of performing with all those chairs turned around and hoping someone was going to turn around for you?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to go through. I'm just really happy for the experience, and I met some great people. But Ollie's now turned around, and now he's allowed me to progress, and we're training with him every week, and he's lovely.
And as you say, being part of The Voice, you do really get a mentor. What have you learned so far from the process?
I've learned a lot about the background stuff because I'm really nosy. I always look at the cameraman and I ask them questions, ask Sir Tom questions, Megan questions, will.i.am, and I learn from every single person. Even though Ollie is my coach, but they're so approachable and they're so kind to me. They answer my advice, vocal advice especially. Amazing, yeah. Enjoying the journey.
I suppose having performed for some of those great performers, coming out on a stage like this isn't quite so daunting anymore.
No, actually, the experience has built my confidence, actually.
And of course, this is a huge celebration here in London. People are braving the bad weather today. What is it about this that makes so many people come together in London?
The food, the music, the joy of welcoming the new year. It's great. I mean, I've got best of both worlds. I was born and raised here, so I've got my Christmas, I've got my Easter, Chinese New Year. It's great. It's a really good excuse to just have fun.
Yeah.
Really good fun.
And this is one of the biggest celebrations outside of Asia. Why do you think London is the place where that happens?
Well, I've got to say, I'm a Londoner through and through. London is the best city in the world. That's why.
Well, I'm joined backstage now with Bebe Wan. Thank you so much for joining me. You've just come off stage. How was it?
Wow, exciting. Well, I so appreciate so many people, audience is still there to cheer the Chinese New Year. I mean, it's raining. I know it's the weather's a little inconvenient, but the water is not bad things for the New Year. Actually, in Chinese philosophy, the water brings a lot of fortune and lucky. So it's not bad thing.
Perhaps it's all in the plan. It's all good luck. And what did you choose to perform today?
Today I performed "I Love You, China." Of course, I'm a Chinese opera singer. I love you, China, and it's a special time now for us. A little a difficult time during the Chinese New Year's. First time happened like this. I mean, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I mean, me as an opera singer living abroad, always I have a heart for my country. The first time I sang "I Love You, China," it's all describes the beautiful scenery, and yeah, I mean it's a beautiful Chinese song. Have you listened to that? Yeah.
狼烟起，江山北望。 龙骑卷马，长嘶剑气如霜，心似黄河水茫茫。20年纵横间，谁能相抗？汉语广场到所向，多少手足中魂埋骨踏
It was an honor for me to perform at this very stage. I mean, Trafalgar Square. It's the center of the country, it's center of Europe. And I could have this amazing opportunity singing 2 songs. And it was blessed, I'm honored. Yeah.
Which songs did you choose to sing?
First song, it was about Chinese culture, and it was about togetherness. And the second song, it was a duet with another singer, and it was about New China and what's new for the world. And we would like to use the music, celebrate the Chinese New Year, and also at this very time with Brexit and with some severe virus going on in China, we want to celebrate togetherness, and we want to celebrate people stay together and celebrate life.
What better way to do it than today? What can we expect from you this evening? You're also going to be performing in the finale.
Yes, I'm really excited. I'm going to sing Auld Lang Syne because universally that's the song for New Year. So I'm going to do 2 verses, one in Mandarin, one in English.
And is that traditional at all in China?
Oh, it's probably the #1 famous English song in China. Yes, everyone knows it. Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to about the day? Are you going to get out and see anything else?
Yes, I think I'm gonna have more dumplings and maybe some Chinese wine, and just to keep myself warm.
怎能忘记旧日朋友，心中不常怀想。旧日朋友，岂能相忘？友谊地久天长。唯有一个长朋友，唯有一个。
Well, with me now backstage, presenter and producer of Spectrum Radio and presenter on the stage today, DJ Alice is here. Thank you so much for chatting to me. How's it been going so far today? What have you been enjoying?
I enjoy it every year, as always. It's full of people, and it's like a bonus for me. It's my privilege to be there on stage to share my Chinese culture and background, everything. It's lovely to be here every year.
And how many years have you been doing this for?
Oh, more than 10 years. I started in the 90s, on and off, because it wasn't as a big event then. But it developed into a national event, and people travel to Chinatown, London to watch us, so it's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling.
And there's so many performances on stage today, but of course a big part of it is the music. Are there any musical acts that you're particularly looking forward to seeing or that have stood out for you so far?
Well, they're all brilliant. Like there's a Guizhou group. They perform different dance and instruments, which is very ethnic and special, even for Chinese people. There is a group just finished from Hong Kong, a cappella. They sang so well. And as China is made up of different provinces, and so within one day, it's like a quick crash course on all the different performers.
DJ Alice, thank you so much. I hope the rest of the afternoon goes really well.
Welcome. Kong Hei Fat Choi.
Kong Hei Fat Choi. DJ Alice there, and we'll leave you now with a few more of the musical acts happening on the stage today. Joined now by the girls from the London Harrow Chinese School. Thank you so much for joining me, all of you. You're just about to go on stage. How are you feeling about the performance?
We're quite calm actually, I think. Yeah, the girls were just messing about in the changing room just earlier. They weren't even practicing, so I think they're fine.
I'm sure you're going to be absolutely fine. And how long have you been preparing for this?
This one has been about 1 year, I think. Yeah, we've done this dance before, but yeah, a lot of training for now.
So this dance debuted last year, so we've had quite a lot of experience with this dance in particular.
And what's it like to get to come here and celebrate Chinese New Year in central London?
I'm not really sure how to answer that actually, because it's kind of it's something we do every year. So I guess it feels kind of comforting, because it's just something we do every year.
Yeah, it's like become a tradition for you.
Yes, definitely. I've actually just flown back from Hong Kong to join in today because I've been working in Hong Kong for a year, and it's family, like being with our dance group. So yes.
And you girls are both the teachers of the group. How did you come to do that?
Well, I stayed as part of the dance group for around 14 years, and then I just ended up becoming a teacher, teaching the little kids first. We have a junior group as well, and then we just slowly graduated to teaching the dance group itself.
And how are you girls all feeling about the performance?
Very excited, quite nervous to be honest.
Outside on a tree, the little sparrow's tweeting. He sings to you and me. He knows what we're thinking. You tread carefully, so scared to head the wrong way. But in your eyes I can see what you don't say. 'Cause we both feel the rush of this love in our blood that courses through our veins, and now we're both caught in the flood. I know you've loved and lost before. It makes it hard for you to fall, but now you started giving to me. Let yourself go.
Was it like performing once again on that stage?
It was amazing. It was so nice to be invited back. Just a shame about the weather. It was a little bit rainy, but hopefully I warmed people's spirits up a little bit and made people a bit excited.
Absolutely. It's the trouble with this time of the year in this country.
I know. Can't be helped, right?
Absolutely. Why did you want to come and celebrate Chinese New Year here?
Because I am a big lover of Chinese culture. I'm actually based in Beijing now, where I'm learning more about Chinese instruments and making more music, traveling around and going to so many places in the countryside and learning about the local cultures there. And I'm just really passionate about putting everything that I see and I hear into my music. It's a big inspiration for me.
Where did that connection with Chinese culture come from for you?
It all started in Liverpool when I was studying music, and so many exchange students came over from China, and I started making friends with them, and they took me to KTV to sing songs and introduced me to so many like period dramas, kind of like Downton Abbey or things like that, but Chinese style, like in the palace and everything. And I just slowly started to learn more and more about Chinese culture and became more and more interested, and then decided that I think I really like this place, so I should go and see it for myself. And then I kind of never came back.
And this is not your first year performing for these Chinese New Year celebrations here in London. How did you first get involved in this event?
I asked. You know, because when I was in China, I'm obviously making music over there, but I'm British, and I want to share the things that I've learned and the things that I've discovered with my fellow Brits. So I just reached out, and because I knew that they were having this concert every year, and I've been to watch it in the audience and everything, and just thought I'll put myself out there and ask and see if I can get a slot, and I managed to get a slot, and then this year they invited me back, so I must have done something right last year.
And how do you mix the two cultures through your music?
So the thing that inspires me the most is the fact that Chinese instruments are so natural sounding. So what I tend to do is I mix the electronic sounds of the West, the rhythms and the beats of the West, with those natural kind of acoustic instruments. So it's like a nice match between East and West, old and new, acoustic and electronic. So.
Well, that's just about all we've got time for this evening. Thank you for watching. We'll leave you now with pictures of the spectacular light show ending the day here in Trafalgar Square. From me, Happy New Year! 新年快乐!
Go bang! Break! Stop.